Hi. Right now we are doing SCL 9 part 2. And before this we already carry out a group discussion in for the part 1. Now we choose question 2, which is to discuss the importance of educate people with hygiene and sanitation. So let us introduce ourselves first. My name is Wong Yi Hui. My matrix number is 182432.
My name is Aina Magia, matric number 184151.
My name is Lily, matric number is 182489.
So I will start my point of view. Why is it important to educate people with sanitation and hygiene? So I think that it's important because when we carry out a step of sanitation and hygiene, we will give good impressions towards other people. So the steps such as hand washing, flush the toilet, and clean our mouth after eating, wash our hand before eating, and so on. And when we carry out these steps, people surrounding would have good impression towards us because people will think that this person is an educated people. As we know, since we are young, during our class like moral class, English class, there's a cliche said, wash your hands before eating and clean your mouth after eating. But however, in reality, how many of us carry out this action, right? Sometimes we are in short of time, we also didn't carry out this small step. So if you look around, the people who carry out these small actions, you yourself as an observer, you think that, oh, this person is very nice, there's good impression will build in yourself. So same to others if we carry out these small actions. And besides cleaning mouth and also like in toilet, we flush the toilet after using is also an act of caring and consideration too. And in Japan, education teaches them leave the toilet in the condition you wish to see if you are the next person. So although it's just a simple phrase, but it is effective enough to educate the people, their citizens, and bring Japan towards a better country, and until now it's famous. Yeah, yeah. So in addition, I also think that the good impressions not only for the people surrounding, also for your uh, friends, siblings, and actually, and also for our like roommates. Now we are in university, right? Also hygiene and sanitation is also very important when we are in our room. How to say is like we change our personal things and like the towel, the bed sheet, all sorts. If we are clean in other people, but we are like not tidy in our room, how would our roommate think? If he or she will, if he or she is a not good person, she will say bad words in front of others. Yeah, so it's important that we carry out sanitation and hygiene so that people will have good impression to us. So all in all, I think that it's important to educate people with hygiene and sanitation so that people will have good impression towards us. How do you think?
For me, I think that the importance of educating people about hygiene and sanitation is to prevent the transmission of infection disease. In some places where the hygiene and sanitation level is very low, the children in that community is always getting sick, like diarrhea, colds, and many sores in their skin. I think this is because of uh, their skin is sensitive towards the unclean water supply. I think this high level of illnesses is due to the using of open water sources without filter and boiling. Besides, this water may also contaminated by the villagers themselves and the animals. Then the villagers are lack understanding about the basic practice of hygiene and sanitation. This will cause many transmission of infectious disease. An example of the transmission of infectious disease is cholera. Cholera is a waterborne disease that will transmitted through the contaminated water supply. If the physically contaminated water supply is used to prepare food and drink, it will like spread to other disease. So I think that it's very important to educate people because prevent of the transmission of infectious disease is a very important way for us to stop the transmission of disease. Yeah. How do you think about it?
In my point of view, I think we should educate people about hygiene and sanitation because it will build a better learning ability for children. For example, poor health will affect the children of a person ability, and if that happens, how a person, if a father, how they will go to work. If the children, how they will go to school, how they gonna go to school. If the children, how they will going to break poverty. For me, when we should educate from start from children because children is very eager to learn something new. So if we teach them to wash their hand after eating, before eating, they will try to follow our steps. Besides that, this will increase awareness about hygiene and sanitation. A good hygiene education will provide information which bring the great health benefits and focus gradual improvement both in practice and facilities. For example, in Africa, the children, especially girls, they are not able to attend school because most of them will carry out family responsibility. They will carry out the water, so they have to skip classes. So education in Africa is very low for girls. I think education, we should educate people about hygiene and education as this will help for our country future.
So we say the importance. What if we say that it's not important? Do you know how? What will the effect to the country? Do you think of this before?
I think if this doesn't we doesn't think this is important, most of people will be like dirty. We also doesn't like that situations, right?
You think about the biggest effect to us if we didn't carry out the hygiene and sanitation.
I think it will give a big effect because most of disease nowadays transmits by low hygiene and sanitation, right? Like the H1N1, like what she said before about the Korea, the disease in Africa, right?
I also think of what importance of educate people in hygiene and sanitation that is in long term effect will affect in our economic growth. You will agree with this?
Yeah. Indeed, the hygiene and sanitation level of one country is very low, and it may also affect the health of their citizens, and the economy will not grow also, and this may be due to um, the tourists will not come to their country.
Yeah.
Not currently what disease the what Korea.
Yeah.
What is that? The MERS? Is it?
Yeah.
Is it about sanitation also? That is from animals, right?
Yeah. From animals.
So that's why it's so important to educate people with hygiene and sanitation. So if you are a tutor or a teacher, which you think is the most important steps of hygiene and sanitation? For me, I think it's a hand wash. Hand washing.
I think they should teach the children about they should wash their hands before eating and wash their hands before and after going to toilet. This children is very eager to learn that. And after that, now they will bring what they have learned from school to back to their home and teach their family also.
Just now as Lee said, prevent the spread of disease, like it's also like prevent is better than cure. So it's also so important that we should educate people with hygiene and sanitation. So do you think adults nowadays have this like awareness of hygiene and sanitation?
I think most of them lack of hygiene and education about hygiene and sanitation. Just one time I go to toilet, the one that is toilet before me didn't flush toilet. I feel very disgusted about
the feeling so unpleasant.
Especially when we use the public toilet,
Yeah.
very dirty and very smelly.
Right. So we would like to sum up that from this discussion, we realize that it's so important that education about hygiene and sanitation is very important, no matter for adults, for children, and also
many ages.
people from all walks of life. So let us sum up our discussion.
People, I think that people should be educated about to raise their awareness about in terms of hygiene and sanitation.
So
So that's all
From us.
Yeah.
Thank you.